Well, you guys, it finally happened. It started to snow. And I set up this time lapse in the afternoon when it first started, and I went to milk. And I had seen several friends that lived west of me and always get hit with the snow first, posting pictures of like all of the snow that accumulated. So I actually expected there to be a lot more on the ground by the time I came back at the end of this. And there wasn't. It just wasn't sticking. It was coming down pretty regularly, but nothing was actually accumulating for the most part. So I decided to toughen up and get out there and work in the actual garden instead of just in the barn, and finally harvest the rest of my Brussels sprouts. I always like to leave the Brussels sprouts as long as possible. In fact, in the past, I have been known to go and literally dig them out of the snow. I did that, I know, for Thanksgiving last year, but for the sake of having something to do today, I'm just going to pull them all in. And what I like to use is these big pruners. The stalks on them are so thick, but I will use the big pruners to cut them off at the base. And then usually I will cut the very head of them off too and remove all of the leaves just so I have less to deal with when I bring them inside and actually start taking the sprouts off, washing them, and then I will put them in the freezer to use at my leisure. I mentioned yesterday, these are like the tallest Brussels sprouts that I've ever grown. I'm not sure if it's because I did kind of condense them into this bed and maybe they were stretching for light, but they're so tall. And now I got to take them inside. I'm going to leave all of the leaves, like I mentioned in here, just as a mulch to keep this bed covered. And that's it for today. But maybe some of the snow will accumulate later on in the evening. The only thing I have left to harvest for the year now is the carrots, and then I'll be all done harvesting. Thank you guys for following along and for all of your accountability. If you are just starting in on this series, you can start back either at the little thumbnail that says day 1 on my videos, or I also made a playlist that's called 30-Day Garden Prep Challenge, where I'm putting all of the videos from this entire series. So feel free to check those out and let me know if you have any questions in the comments. I will talk to you guys tomorrow.